Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Around the Lantern podcast. My name is Deerman.
I'm Grudge, and today we've got two guests. Feel free to introduce yourselves.
I'm Nick. What's up? Nick Glover Music.
Hello, I am Zebrawyvern. Nice to meet everybody.
Yes, meeting everybody.
Yes.
Everybody that you already know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't even know how I got here, to be honest. I don't know. I just kind of wandered in.
Door was unlocked, just kind of walked
Yeah.
in,
It's true. Most people just kick me out of the house. You know what I mean? When I wander in, I don't know. These people accepted me.
Just start
There you
making
go.
cereal.
Yeah, today you're accepted with open arms. Welcome, welcome. All right,
But
Grayson, what have you got for us?
So today, there's a bit of a story behind this because it's not my idea original. Well, it is kind of, but I was at work, right? And the same guy I was talking to about when we did the first episode where he was all about the Google AI thing
Oh, this
and
should be good.
everything. The same guy, right? He came up to me the other day and hey, have you ever heard of the Georgia Guidestones?
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I says, no, I've never heard of them. And he says, well, there's this whole thing going on with them right now where like he basically explained them to me that it's basically like a how to if, civilization was, not existent anymore. And for some reason, somebody or something came along. And it's like in different languages and stuff like that. It's basically like how to restart civilization in a sense, right? Then he went off on a tangent about it and then turn around. Then the part that I want to talk about and like what theory, because there's multiple theories about it, is the destruction of them. Because there is on the 6th of July, there was a big explosion on these rocks, and there's it's actually like security footage on like the site itself, and there is a car leaving immediately after.
Oh no.
But the theories are
Okay.
saying that it's just regular traffic for some reason, and it's lightning because it's like different. Like there's all kinds of different
Ugh.
theories and stuff
it
like
was
that.
smitten by God.
Yeah, that's like the main thing too. Like the main theory that people think is that if it was done like illegally, it was for religious reasons because they didn't believe in it or they thought it was like heresy or something like that.
Guys, it was me.
Oh,
I did
dude.
it. Cat's out of the bag, guys. It was me all along.
Wait, do you drive a silver Integra?
No, I can't say that I do. I
Mm.
do. I just don't want anyone coming after me.
Drank
What
too
I
many
can do-
beers.
What I can do is I can actually send in the general chat.
I actually pulled up the inscription.
Yeah, you can do that too. There's like an actual like security footage of it, and it's pretty interesting to watch actually because it's just
So people are actually saying that lightning destroyed them?
yeah. Even though there's a car immediately after the explosion leaving, which suggests otherwise.
Seems a little sketchy.
Yeah. I fully
But-
believe they were destroyed by somebody.
Oh, 100%. That's what I think.
Definitely
And
not
I just
me.
want to know, how often does lightning actually destroy rock?
Well, plus that it would have to be a pretty extreme situation because
Yeah.
apparently like there's other stuff like around it per se, like different like taller monuments and stuff like that. So it's less likely that a fucking lightning bolt would come down on it, I would think.
So I know that one of the theories behind it was that it was like the inscription is meant to be like the 10 commandments of the Antichrist.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind, I'm going to read out what the inscription said. So it was
No,
number
go for it.
1,
All right, I have it pulled up here too.
maintain humanity under 500 million, I'm assuming that is. That's a big fucking number. In perpetual balance with nature. Guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. Unite humanity with a living new language. Rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. Balance personal rights with social duties. Prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite. Be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. Now, I kind of agree with all those, although the maintain humanity under 500 million and number 1 and 2 and guide reproduction wisely, at a certain point, that's kind of like,
yeah.
at a certain point, it kind of turns into eugenics, I think.
Yeah,
Well,
that's hard to
exactly, right.
really
Yeah,
enforce.
I can't really agree with those two, but the other ones, like, they sound pretty good. Like,
Well, especially like
Yeah.
the save nature kind of like leave room for nature kind of thing, because we already kind of have those kind of rules in place as it is already.
yeah.
It's like those are like the more realistic ones, but controlling population, there is no such thing. You cannot do that.
Oh, absolutely not.
There's no way you could regulate every single person, especially right now, to like
definitely not.
Yeah.
keep it in
Well-
their pants, you know? There's no way you can tell people to do that. They're just gonna do it anyway.
Well,
Exactly.
apparently it's kind of happening now anyways, because majority of families are only having 2 kids,
Right.
or at least the first world.
Well, even for us here, like it's just me and my sister, and then usually like most of the aunts and uncles and stuff like that, they have 2 kids too.
I come from a
Mhm.
family of 4.
I come from a
Like,
family
4
of
kids.
three
Altogether,
kids.
Same.
oh, go ahead.
Family of 3.
I'm the oldest. They should have just stopped at me. I was a handful.
That should have been the life lesson. All right, no more kids.
Dude, I spent my first like 3 years of my life just crying, bro. Just I don't know why. I don't know what I was so upset about, but that should have been their sign right there just to cut it off,
Oh, that was my sister, apparently, from the stories that my parents tell me about my sister. She was just the worst screamer. Like, you do like anything to tick her off, and she's just like immediately. Oh, like it's so funny. There's all
Oh,
kinds of
dear.
different stories too. I remember this one time actually that I was actually dragging her. Like we had like one of these like little sled things. It was like a regular toboggan thing, but it was like something you could actually like it had a seat and you could steer it. It was like a snowmobile
Okay.
kind of, but it had no motor in it, right?
Okay.
Okay.
So I was dragging her on this thing in the summertime on a quad. We tied a rope to it. And I was dragging her across the yard. I was maybe like 13 years old, maybe 12, younger than that, maybe. I don't even remember. But I just remember I fucking pinned the damn quad and I just took the sharpest turn I could. I threw my sister maybe fucking like 50 feet away from
Oh,
that
thank
sled.
God.
Oh god, the amount of crying that oh Jesus Christ. She got up and just right away just everybody with a 2-block radius could hear. It was so
Oh my-
funny.
Yeah, so maybe they thought she was like some sort of like hair metal singer or something like that. Yeah, you never know.
People thought some kind of like alarm was going off or
You
something.
know, something.
People thought they had to start running for their basements or some shit.
Tornado, air raid. Oh no.
Like a code red or something like that.
Everyone's
Fucking-
getting into their shelters.
Yeah. But yeah, like this Georgia Guidestone stuff, getting back into it. It's basically like you were saying, it's just like inscriptions of like basic, I guess, like objectives for
Yeah.
general population
Yeah.
and stuff like
Okay.
that, right?
Yeah.
But I still find it hilarious that some random dude just pulled up on it and just blew it up and drove away just because. And it's just some random dude, because the car in there, it's like a car that anybody would have. It's like a Ford, like it's a sedan. It's
Yeah.
a small sedan.
I was actually pissed off when I heard that somebody destroyed them because, like, no matter what, I don't care if you disagree with it or think it's like satanic or whatever, it's still a piece of art.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's a
Yeah.
thing that it has though, that like speaking of art, there's actually like a spot that at night, if there's a like a hole carved into one of them, that if you look through that on at night, it targets a specific star at all times.
Oh.
Somehow.
Oh.
I don't know
Do you
what
know
the
what star that is?
I
Oh,
don't know what the
fuck.
star is called. I have to quickly look through this, but like there's a star that it specifically targets every single
Is it Polaris? The North Star?
Yeah, that's it. I'm looking at it
Alright.
right now,
Okay.
yeah. the North Star or whatever. Yeah.
I believe I heard that during the day there's also like a piece carved in that it acts as a sundial.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that here too. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Like it's
Like,
so
there's different
neat.
parts to it. Yeah. Exactly.
I want a sundial just because.
I really hoped that one day I'd be able to actually go and visit the guide stones because I thought it was just like it's America's Stonehenge.
Right.
Pretty much, yeah.
And that's what the guy at work was saying. He was like, it's pretty selfish of the guy that actually, blew it up because, what if there was some people that wanted to go see it or some people that wanted to take their kids to go see it or something
Yeah.
like that, right? It's
Yeah.
a landmark and you just blow it up right there because you don't believe in it. That's a bit selfish, my guy.
Yeah, people today are just so selfish. They just think about what they want. They don't think about other people.
Exactly.
They're like, I don't like it, so let's destroy it.
Exactly.
It also makes me think of like you guys remember the Utah monolith?
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Oh yeah, those things.
It was that big metal like thing that people found in the middle of the Utah desert.
I don't think I've heard of that before.
Now I
no.
don't know. This sounds different.
We had one in where we are at.
Did we?
Yeah, we did. I think it was just some random guy that put it there. It didn't mean anything, though.
Oh, almost definitely. But it was just like this big piece of metal. It was shiny as fuck, but it looked so out of place. And I remember it was on the news because like everybody was like, "Where did this come from? Like, who put
Some
this
random dude
here?"
just didn't want to scrap it. He just put it in the middle of the desert and walked away.
Yeah.
It's that. I don't think it's aliens.
It looked like it was like buffed and shined. It was really nice looking, but it was just in such a weirdly remote area that everybody was just like their minds were blown. It was like just appeared overnight.
Just immediate conclusion. It's aliens.
It always goes, right? Just like the guide stones. A lot of people thought those were aliens too, or the Illuminati.
Mm-hmm.
That's always the conclusion.
Of course.
There's always kinds of, especially about these stones. There's all kinds of conspiracy theories about it. Like I said,
Honestly, I love learning about the Illuminati. I don't care how crazy it might be. It's just interesting to learn about it.
Oh, it definitely is.
yeah, it says some conservative Christians have called the monument satanic.
Fucking goofs. Like,
Who knows
and-
why though?
of course, like Georgia, pretty sure Georgia is part of the South, or like it's that area that's very like conservative Christian. But like, no, I think the senseless destruction of art is just fucking disgusting.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's something to go see. That's the main thing. That's why I'm just kind of like, whoever did it is a dick, plain and simple.
Oh, absolutely.
Anybody else that maybe was interested in it, just kind of ruined it for them by just blowing a big hole in it.
Yeah.
I just want to know, is it the Illuminati though?
It's always the Illuminati.
Yeah,
It's
always.
Satan, too,
They're always
apparently.
watching. They're listening right now.
I think someone in here is from the Illuminati.
Grayson.
No,
Whoops.
not a chance. Not a chance.
But
Why would you
we'll
put that?
we'll never know. It could be me. Who knows,
It's like that whole TF2 thing.
Well, I
now.
mean, you
It
do
could be
music,
you.
right?
It could be me. It could be any one
Maybe.
of us.
Oh, maybe the Mystic in the Light EP was just subliminal messaging.
It is.
Just-
Have you ever played it backwards?
I have not. No, should I?
Oh, is there evil words in there?
Oh, no, I should have. I've said too much.
Oh,
I've
no.
said too much.
Will it summon the devil?
It might. It might have already done so.
Only at 3 a.m. though.
Hold on, Nick. When was the EP released to the public?
It was released. What was it? August last year.
That is spoopy season.
It's true.
Wait, October.
Well,
But-
then again, by the way, my birthday is October 31st, so
Oh my
Oh,
god,
wow.
you guys,
no.
I'm not even joking.
you guys, the Mystic in the Light released the same month that the California wildfires started.
Oh,
This
that,
can't be a
no,
coincidence.
Yo, guys, don't give away my secrets, bro. Don't give away my secret.
It's confidential information. Oh shit.
Oh, jeez.
Where do you go?
But I'm trying to see if there's anything I missed in this thing. I don't think so. It's relatively a small kind of topic in among itself because it's basically like the 10 commandments and all that shit. But I just found it interesting that somebody like inked it all up first too. There's also graffiti and everything, like all the traditional stuff. But
Oh,
I think there's always graffiti there, though.
yeah, it being blown to sky high or whatever, that's way more interesting than just somebody fucking drawing on it, in my
Yeah.
opinion. But,
Definitely.
You saying blown to sky high? I could just imagine getting blown up. We get random pieces over here.
I'll see if I can
That'd be
actually-
extreme.
Just rocks falling from the sky.
I feel like at that point, like there would
It's
be just
meteors.
at that point there would just be like a chunk of rock with like writing on it floating through space. It comes back and hits the Earth in about 1,000,000 years or something, and people find this chunk of rock, like this meteor with writing on it. Oh my god, it's aliens!
They're just floating through space, and they find a piece of rock that says "Guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity."
Somebody would think that would be a message from
They're like-
God.
They're like,
Oh,
"Oh my
absolutely.
god, we gotta stop! We gotta guide the reproduction."
Oh my god. I
Spread
can
the
only
word.
His
imagine.
whole
He's a
life.
prophet.
fucking
That's a
keeping up his pants.
Is this the 11th commandment?
Oh my
Little did they know, some asshole with some dynamite created a whole new religion.
It's
Yo,
a whole new way of
isn't that what
thinking.
Scientology is? No, I'm just
Oh dear God!
Oh Jesus!
We should have known the conversation was going to go this way.
Oh yeah,
We should have known.
Of course.
especially like the amount of fucking South Park that I've been watching lately. Like,
I know. Well, it's because you played the game.
yeah,
You
I'm
played the
tempted
game.
to watch South Park, but I don't know. I'm scared.
No.
Have you watched much South Park before?
I showed her
No.
the Scott Tenorman episode.
Oh, you gotta watch South Park. It's so good.
Yeah,
It was
I
one
sh-
of those shows that I'd see my brother watching. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And just
So-
leave.
It's so funny.
You just
I've
got to be prepared for some actually like shocking things. Like,
That's their
Uh,
whole
yeah,
shtick.
Now that I'm more mature, maybe I can handle it a bit more. Because when I was like 15-ish, I still thought it was stupid. It was
Oh, yeah.
just
Matt
Not my
Stone and
kinda
Trey
humor.
Parker have a very weird obsession with anal probes.
I was gonna say when I was 15, Mr. Slave kind of creeped me out.
Oh yeah, the first episode of the show is literally called "Cartman Gets an Anal Probe."
Yeah.
That's so bad.
Yeah.
They're like in 4th grade, by the way.
Yeah,
I remember I think there was a mini game in Chef's Love Shack for the N64 back in the day too.
oh my
where
god.
my
you had to
God.
there was an anal probe mini game.
Well, that's like in the Stick of Truth. You literally have an anal probe up there that you use to teleport around.
Yeah.
And again, your character is in like the 4th. You use this thing, and a satellite dish comes out of your character's ass.
What, that doesn't happen to you guys? What? I thought it's just good Wi-Fi, you know?
Oh no!
Wiggle it around so you can get a good signal.
That's the thing. I was carrying the Wi-Fi for all of Canada the other day, bro. I was just walking around with my satellite ass, you know?
Could just imagine someone walking on the balcony pulling down their pants and just pulling their phone out too,
They
trying to
call-
get
they
better
call-
signal.
That's why they call me Hotspot.
No.
Oh, that's pretty good.
God damn it. Oh my god.
Oh,
Fucking
shit, man.
amazing.
Oh, yeah, mine is pretty short. Are you guys okay with that being pretty short like that?
Yeah, no, that's
No,
whenever
it's
you're
wrong.
ready,
You have
man.
more.
Okay.
Come on.
I felt like it was kind
More?
of short.
It's all right. I don't even have a topic. I just walked in here, you know?
Well, I'm thinking before I move on to my topic, we'll turn this into a bit of an interview portion.
All right, interview.
So,
me.
Nick, how did Stooges start?
Well, basically one day, me and John were watching some videos. Jamarley420, by the way, follow him. Follow him on Twitch. Yeah. And yeah, we were just kind of chilling out one day in Discord, just watching videos and stuff, and we were discussing them and all that. And we were like, we just decided, we should stream this. Like, I feel like we're getting some good conversation going about like what we're watching and all that stuff. We should just stream this. So we ended up just starting a stream, and we like a bunch of people showed up. Pigbat came in, just Pigbat came in, and he was he was chilling in the chat and all that. And we were like, "Yo, get in here, bro, get in here." So he came in, and we all just started discussing what we were watching and all that. And after that, we kind of just had a discussion about like, we should do this, make this a regular thing. So we figured out a name for it, all that kind of stuff. And the next week we started the show basically. And ever since then, we basically had an episode every single week. It was just kind of something that fell into our laps.
Yeah, I think I was actually there for that like first ever, like where you and Ja were together, just reacting.
I have the VOD for that saved too.
Oh shit.
I never uploaded it anywhere though.
So, and then roughly when did Phil and It's Nick Clutch get brought into the mix?
Well, we I know Pigbat was like really good friends with It's Nick Clutch. And we always did like a bunch of different streams with him. Like we did this, I think you've been a part of it before. I think Grudge, the fight night thing where we'd play we'd have like fights in Red Dead Redemption Online.
Yes, I watched, but I never actually took part.
Oh no.
Yeah.
but it was just kind of a thing we did every Friday. And he was hanging out and stuff in a bunch of the streams, and so we ended up pulling him in at one point. And then Phil, it was when Pigbat he moved to Washington for a new relationship and a new life basically. And so he kind of stopped streaming as much. So we had Phil kind of fill in. You
Fill in.
And so because of that, like Pigbat kind of slowly like completely stopped streaming and stuff. So we ended up just pulling Phil in, and he just became a regular stooge.
Yeah.
And it's kind of just taken off that way, like with the four of us.
Yeah, it's kind of just history from there.
Yeah.
So now you don't really need to answer this question, but who were some of like your standout guests, would you say?
Well, I know one of my favorite guests I've had on is like we've had Grumpy Gramps on quite a few times. It's always it's always a blast with him. That's a really cool guest. I don't know. I feel like I've liked like everybody that we've had on. I know we've had, let's see, who like Max Dong was a good guest for sure. Max Dong, that was a crazy episode.
Yeah, that guy's wild.
That dude's wild. Oh my god.
I mean, what's a name like that?
Some of the names of his streams, like I don't know what I can say on this podcast, but some of the names
we're completely explicit, so go right ahead.
All right. Well, I remember going into a stream he had called "Cum Covered Violin" once. That was just the title of the stream. That was just the title of the stream.
I hate that I visualized that.
That was your first mistake. You're not supposed to do those things.
And then there's like different names like pissing on my grandma and like all those stuff. It's just I don't know why every stream that he has, it's like he's trying. It's like he wants to see what he can get away with his title.
Yeah, I've seen a
few.
I don't remember what exactly the name was, but I was like, how did Twitch actually allow him to name his stream that? Like, aren't there like? No, I don't think there is. Like, I know that it's people can report the names of things.
Luckily, no one has.
Let's be honest, if you're reporting the name of a Twitch stream, you're a fucking snitch.
No, for sure, you're a snake.
Yeah.
And then I know
Unless,
we.
unless if it's like some actual heinous shit, like
Oh yeah,
yeah. In
like
that case, go
I
right
haven't
ahead.
seen I haven't seen him put anything like racist or sexist or homophobic or anything like that in his stream titles,
Just
which
something
is
completely random.
you know
Yeah.
And then another guest we've had on quite a bit is the Unrelated Show. I don't know if you guys watch much of the Unrelated Show,
I
but
watched a bit of them.
they're two buddies from California. They're not related, by the way. I don't know. But no, we've had Liam on from the Unrelated Show quite a bit, and he's come on and hosted it a bunch with us. Like when we've had people that couldn't make it. Actually, we had Grudge come on once and host it.
Yeah, that was actually the first time that I ever used a camera on Twitch.
I remember
know,
that.
yeah.
And I got really drunk and danced around with a knife.
Yeah, and we were worried he was going to hurt
And I
himself.
got pissed.
Jay was pissed. She was like, "What the fuck are you doing with that knife?"
I know, we were wondering too. Yo, I swear, I'm pretty sure we said about 3 or 4 times, "Yo, Grudge, don't hurt yourself."
Yeah, but hey, I was safe with the knife. I was.
You were
I
all
kept
right.
it
You
away
were
from my face, except
It's
for that
true.
time that I licked it.
It's
What
true.
the fuck?
Yeah, I woke
missed
up in the
that.
morning and there's a knife on the table. I'm like, what
What were
did
you
Josh
doing?
do last night? No, I think it was in the morning after I woke up and after you went to bed. And I was like, what the hell did he do?
And I
Why
remember that
is
was
there a
when
knife
like
here?
I had grabbed that brown blanket and I just like draped it over my head and I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking Donberry, let's go."
There we go. Here we go. Gotta play the character.
Yep. I think I've only ever done that when I've been on Stooges now, though. Because the second time I pulled out the blanket again.
Yeah, I swear I remember you doing a stream with that on.
I did 1 or 2 streams. And then I was like,
just when
I
you're
can
drunk.
barely see with this.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
when I'm drunk that I pull out the blanket.
That's how you know he's drunk. It's like
Yep.
he's hiding. It's like he's hiding from the world. He's like, you know, I don't want them to see me like this.
I was also still kind of like nervous about actually showing my face, though. So
Yeah.
I kind of had it like, I looked like fucking Emperor Palpatine because
Yeah,
I
you
had
did.
it like draped over my eyes, but I could still see the screen.
Yeah.
I just had my eyes completely covered. It was just my mouth.
Oh man, good.
It was
times.
kind of, now that I think about it, that was kind of counterintuitive for a React show.
Yeah, you
Just
could see it.
motionless and just
Yeah, I
fucking-
know. Yo, didn't you do it on the second time you came on too? I swear
Yeah.
you were for a bit. Yeah,
I did for a bit, and then I took
It's
it off because I started to get warm.
it's a Stooges character.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Speaking
and
of, it looks like we'll be on Stooges next Saturday, the 23rd.
yeah, if you want to come and hang out for the Stooges show, it's at 9 p.m. PST, 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. EST at twitch.tv/NickLoverMusic. That's where we do it every Saturday night.
It's always a good time. Also, you're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be watching so many more fucking sausage videos when I'm there.
Oh, I know we
Oh
are.
no, what? Oh,
What
right,
does that
that
mean?
guy.
Ordinary sausage.
All I'm gonna say is somebody the other day brought up the fucking mayo, the expired mayo sausage video. They were like,
no.
oh yeah, I got. They were like, oh yeah, I got there the other day during the expired mayo sausage video, and I was like, oh no.
That was my doing.
That.
Mayonnaise sausage. Expired mayonnaise sausage. What the fuck?
It was
YouTube
pretty.
comment suggestions. Mayonnaise sausage. Is that what it is? Or is it?
I think so. Yeah, it's ordinary sausage. The guy sounds like Peter Griffin. It's
He
hilarious.
does, yeah. He does.
Yeah.
Oh, this dude.
Yeah, that dude. He's
No.
got like this hilarious feud between him and Babish.
Babish.
Yeah, binging with Babish.
I don't think I've seen that before.
Oh, he's
What am
he's
I
another
watching?
like food YouTuber.
I think he's one of the biggest ones.
Oh,
I think
really?
so. Yeah,
Oh, I don't think I've seen him.
you'd probably recognize him.
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah.
I've been around the tube.
Oh,
Or
I
in the
think we
food
all
tube?
have.
What the hell? Let's do a will it blow too. Oh my god. This is disgusting.
Yo, would you be surprised if I told you that he rated the sausage 0 out of 10?
No, I can't
I would
say I'd be
not.
surprised in the slightest.
But then he's also rated milk spaghetti like 5 out of 5.
What?
Yeah, he just cooked spaghetti and milk, and it was a 5 out of 5 for
What do you
him.
mean? That'd be pretty good.
Apparently, it tasted a bit cheesy.
Yeah,
Wow.
It just destroyed the pot.
yeah, that pot was gone.
He's got another one that he made a year ago called air sausage. That one sounds interesting.
What do you just fill an intestine with air?
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah, that's exactly what he did.
Well, you did water.
Yeah, he did water sausage too.
Oh my God.
It's just boiled water.
Yep.
Thick
Very
water
dangerous.
sausage, whatever that means.
Imagine bringing that to like a water balloon fight.
Oh, there's a man throwing
Wrap
sausages
around
at all.
his face.
Just get hit in the face with a big inflated friggin' intestine. Have it friggin' explode.
Honestly, you could probably get a similar result using lambskin condoms.
Oh God.
That would traumatize a child.
Oh God.
Water balloon fights aren't only for children, though.
I was gonna say, and children and condoms don't seem like a good mixture of words.
Yeah, no.
Speaking of, okay, not speaking of children and condoms. Speaking of condoms, do you remember that time that we were driving over the bridge and I had you hold a fucking condom out the window?
Wait, me or
What?
Was it you or was
Wasn't
it
me.
Logan?
I
It was-
think it
we
was
were in
Logan, but I
school.
was there. I think.
Yeah, you were there. We bought some condoms and we were trying to do that. You saw that video where like they hold the condom out the window to try to inflate it. We tried doing that on the Selkirk Bridge.
It's a very
my
narrow bridge.
God.
Oh no! Sorry, not that bridge, but the bridge to nowhere by Selkirk, like the bigger one.
Okay.
Yeah, we went up the Selkirk Bridge and oh my god, I've bought fucking lubed condoms. So like Logan's holding it out the window and he's like, I'm getting lube all over my arms.
I remember him just fucking struggling to freaking get that thing to inflate. It's just fluttering in the wind, and then all of a sudden it just freaking exploded. Just stretched all the way out, nearly freaking ripped the poor guy out of the car.
Hopefully there wasn't anybody behind you.
No.
But we were
No?
passing
Okay.
Oh yeah, we passed a few people.
as we were driving, you just hear like I just hear behind me because he was in the rear driver's side seat. I just hear behind me. It's like I don't know if you guys could hear that. My mic or
Oh, I
I
could hear
heard
it.
didn't
that.
light up. Okay,
I
perfect.
could hear it. I could hear it.
Don't
Oh,
worry.
shit. Like a little flappy
I don't
noises.
know why that reminded me of this one story though of like it has nothing to do with the condom. but it has to do with a car window or whatever. But I remember being little shits when we were younger, like me and my buddy, and we both got a bunch of pops from McDonald's. We were driving down the road or whatever. We saw, this is, by the way, this is super mean, but it's been so long that it's kind of funny now. But this one dude was like, I guess he was broken down on the side of the road. And he was like in his trunk trying to pull something out or whatever. And both of us decided it would be funny if we both threw our pops at him. While
No.
and so one of them, it was like the perfect thing. Honestly, it might have been mean, but it was like perfection because one of them hit him right in the back of the head. And like exploded, and then as he was falling into the trunk, the other one hit inside his trunk and splashed in his face.
No.
I remember we drove back around to see if we could see him again. And he was like sitting on the curb.
Oh man.
Contemplating life. At
Yeah,
that
it was
point,
the,
just
it's
sitting
the
there.
meanest shit, bro. But I swear, we were little shits back then, and I wouldn't do that now, never. But I mean, like, back then we were laughing so hard though. We were like, it felt I don't know, it felt surreal a little bit.
Oh my god, I can only
It's like-
imagine just getting whacked in the back of the head and just getting it in the front of the head afterwards. Like, what do you do in
guy-
that situation? You just
that guy-
drop?
That guy went through a 30-second journey right there. Like, he was
Or I went to therapy later on and was like, well, the universe hates me.
Diagnosed
long as-
with PTSD.
hopefully he could get his car running so that he could make it to therapy, you know. Well, I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, true.
Oh, Jesus.
What a night. What a night.
Oh my god. That actually reminds me of it was a very similar story. Like I was walking to Main Street at lunch hour. It was when I was in Selkirk. I don't remember if it was with you, Grayson, or Logan, but somebody drove by and just whipped a full cup of coffee at us. I have no idea why, but this was a full hot cup of coffee.
Oh, see, that's even
fuck.
that's just assault right at that point.
Like I felt it splash my legs, and I was like, "That was fucking hot!" Like, what the hell? Not in the fun way.
Oh boy, okay.
Yeah, of course not. Nobody's gonna get a fucking cup of coffee whipped at them, and they're just gonna go, "Oh yeah, that's hot. Do it again."
Well, I mean, it
You
is
never
kind of.
know.
I
Can't
mean,
say
it is-
never.
No, they could have said that though. They could have been like, "Oh God, that's hot."
Interpretation of words comes back
There you
around,
go.
whips another one.
There you go. It just
Those-
depends on how you read the dialogue. You know what I mean?
Reading between the lines.
Punctuation helps.
I'd be the son of a bitch to turn around and throw another one at him after that.
Oh, hopefully it's not a McDonald's coffee. Those are freaking hot.
Dude, they freaking pour that shit like freaking magma. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I
Well,
don't
it's
get
gotta
it.
be.
Like
It's gotta be hot. You know.
this was a Tim's coffee though. This was Tim's because it was a red cup.
I hope
plus
he
it's
rolled up
Canada.
I hope he rolled up the rim first.
Unfortunately, it
not
wasn't
mine
that
now.
season.
Oh fuck! If it was, you just pick it
No,
up,
that-
fucking unroll
No,
it.
that'd be like the insult to the injury or whatever. If you got hit with a hot cup of coffee from Tim Hortons, and you're like, oh, that hurt. Well, at least I got the roll up the rim or whatever, and you look at it, and
Yeah.
someone's already rolled it up.
Loser.
Insult to injury.
I've only won a free cup of coffee from those things.
Yeah, I think I heard of somebody winning a car. Oh, it was a post on Reddit. Never mind. It wasn't anybody that I knew. It doesn't count
And
then.
plus, everybody lies on Reddit.
Yeah, you're right. But this one didn't look photoshopped. This one looked legit. But again, it's Reddit. You can't really tell.
I hate that it's
Sure.
online now, though. It kind of ruins
Yeah.
the fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody wins. No, we fucking don't. We win like 10 points. That's not winning.
Exactly. You know, I know. If I have to type in a code on my computer on something, I'm definitely not gonna do it because like
Also,
that's just
roll
more
up the
steps.
rim. Roll up the rim was it was fun because nobody else had really done that I know of.
Yeah.
So it was something special. It's like, oh, it's roll up the rim time at Tim's. Let's go and get a coffee. See if we win anything. Fuck it.
It is nice not getting sticky coffee after when you're done. Try to roll it up, and then it's like, ah, shit, spilled coffee on me.
Yeah. All right. What do you guys think? Is it time to take a break?
Sure.
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
So we will be right back.
I don't wanna.
All right. Welcome back. So it's my turn again, like last week. So
And the week
instead of
before.
a real like topic, mine's gonna be definitely mainly like conversation. I have 3 questions, and I want you each to answer it. We'll start with Grayson, and then we'll go around. So, question 1: what makes a good video game?
What makes a good? Well, for one thing, to start with, it has to have a good incentive to play because there's a lot of games that you could get on like Steam and stuff like that, but it usually has to align in like my personal interests and like what I would want to see, which makes sense. That's what I'm getting to. But I always, when I look for games, I play like mainly single player games and stuff like that. It's very rare that I play like multiplayer games most of the time. I want usually a good story on top of things, like an in-depth story, like typically one that you can uncover like inside of the game itself. One thing I have a pet peeve with a lot of different games, primarily Destiny 1 back in the day, was most of the lore wasn't in the game. It was on like pretty much their website, and you had to go out of your way to figure out like what the lore and the story of the game was.
I remember that, wasn't it? Like, it would tie your account onto the website, and it would tell you, like, oh, a new grimoire has been unlocked.
Yeah, and then
And you'd have to go and read it.
Stop what you're doing, and you would have to go onto Google, and you have to go on the Bungie, and all these different hoops. Yeah, you'd have to go through all these different hoops just to figure out what that grimoire card was. But that was back in like 2014, 15, something like that. It's better now because in Destiny 2 they have like the whole like triumph thing, and you can actually like do it like inside of the game. That's okay because at least you're not like leaving the game and like doing shit like that, right?
Yeah.
But then there's those dedicated games like Devil May Cry, which I've been playing a lot more recently, which have like the kind of story that I kind of want because it's all in one spot, if that makes sense. Like you don't have to it's just literally you play the game, and if you're paying attention, you understand what's going on, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. It doesn't hold your hand, but it also doesn't like spoon feed it to you.
Exactly. If it's spoon fed to you, it's a bad story because there's just no depth to it. If it's spoon fed to you, because that just means it's basic, and it has some depth to it too. That's my other thing.
That's kind of like with Final Fantasy 13. That game, it's a great game. I liked it, but it could have done a lot better on telling the story because it starts you right in the middle of things.
Mm-hmm.
And then as you are progressing, there's flashbacks, but there's also like an entire fucking codex that you can go back and read.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of felt like that could have been done a lot better.
Well, yeah, because it's already information overload. Like there's two different sources to figure out like what's going on. That's one thing I hate flashbacks as well in like modern things, like modern games these days. If it's just like you got to think like outside of a perspective of like somebody that maybe plays like the entire series compared to somebody who just plays one game, right? Say if it's something like even anime and TV, that's something like you could use in this kind of situation too, where if there was like a flashback to something, some people would understand, but people who are fresh out of the bucket and maybe just jumped the gun and they like just kind of started playing something that it's brand new. Like there's people that play games just because they're new, right?
Yeah.
They're not going to understand fuck all about the flashback whatsoever unless they go out of their way to look it up. Most people don't do it anyway.
Yeah.
But that's my kind of gripe with flashbacks is that if they're not used properly, they're just kind of selective
No, that makes
to the
sense.
person playing the game in a way. It's like targeted, I guess you could call it. It's targeted towards like veteran players of the game while, kind of propping up, and like reinforcing new players and stuff like that, like once they actually figure everything out.
It's like if The Witcher 3 suddenly was bringing back story elements from like the first Witcher game.
Yeah, it just wouldn't make any sense.
Or even from like the books, which take place far before the games.
Yeah. And I am one of those people that have played The Witcher 3, but I have not played any of the other games or read any of the other books. So like I said before, if Witcher 3 did that to me and started like implementing like plot lines and stuff like that from the first game, like in the nostalgic context, I wouldn't understand anything and I would actually probably just kind of take it out of regard in a way. It's just useless information.
Yeah. I mean, they do still make reference to past events, but it's not. The story is not focused on those past events.
Yeah, exactly.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Nick?
Well, the game has to hold your hand. It has to be spoon fed to you. And oh God, does there ever have to be flashbacks? I'm just kidding. Well, I'm mainly like, again, at the same time, I'm like a single player gamer mainly. I'm not that into like multiplayer. Like I like multiplayer co-op, but not like cooperative. That's not my type of thing. So
Yeah.
what a game has to have for me to stick with it and stuff is like exploration is very, very important to me. When I play a game, like I want there to be like a lot of different varying areas. You know what I mean? Not like the same sort of places where you just feel like you're going to the same places over and over again. Like I like a game like The Witcher, kind of like pretty much. There's so many areas in that game that are like they're so different and unique. You know what I mean? Whereas like for one instance is like Assassin's Creed, the new Assassin's Creed games, like those are good games, but there's so many times you go to like bases and stuff and they just reuse the same base like for
Yeah.
every single, you know what I mean? Those sorts of things, like they can kind of get repetitive and tedious. So that's
Yeah.
so I like a game that has a lot of like different areas and stuff like that that you always feel like you're getting into something new.
Yeah.
And
Well, sorry, for Assassin's Creed, like for Valhalla, I got it launch day, but it took me until actually I think this year to finally beat it because it's such a long game and it's very repetitive that I would play it for a while and then I'd be like, okay, I'm going to move on to something else. And then I'd come back to it, continue the story a little more.
it's exactly how I played it.
I would kind of bite it off in chunks, but I actually found that the expansions were incredible because it felt different.
I only played the first expansion. I have the other one of the other ones, but I just never. I think I started it and I never. The Ireland one, I still haven't finished that one yet.
I liked the Ireland one.
Yeah,
Fuck, I liked all of them. I haven't played the newest one, like the Ragnarok one.
yeah. I haven't even touched. I haven't even bought that or anything.
Yeah.
I got the I think it's season pass, and the only games, the only the only DLCs that came with the season pass and stuff were like the first two. And then they announced like a second year for the game or something like that, and you had to get. I think you had to buy a new season pass or something, or get them separately.
Yeah, as soon as it did that, I was like, I'm not buying this expansion.
And then
I bought the season pass expecting to get the full game when they finally release all the DLC. I'm not buying another fucking yeah.
Understandable.
yeah, and then one of the other things is I'm a big sucker for roguelikes. So like the random aspects of them and stuff. Like you guys know roguelikes, right?
Oh yeah, Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, Binding of Isaac.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm like, I don't.
They're basically like usually they're permadeath. So like
Okay.
you do runs like
Oh yeah, yeah.
you try to get to the end of the game, but a lot of the time they'll give you progression and stuff like that. Like the further you get, or if you do certain things, you can unlock things that might help you on your next runs and all that kind of stuff. So it gets kind of easier and easier as it goes on. But with those games, it's all about the items. Like that's why I love Binding of Isaac, is because there's like 700 items that could possibly come up on your runs and all that stuff. And to me, a lot of the randomization of that kind of stuff, like the items. Like if you're gonna play a game like that, you want to have like a ton of items to be able to play with, because you want every run to feel completely different. You know what I mean?
So for this, it kind of sounds like you also very much value replayability.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's why with Isaac, you could see some people have like thousands of hours in that game. You know what I mean? And it's just like because because of the replayability of it, like you can play the game over and over and over again and beat it over and over again, but every run is completely different. So it makes it interesting every time.
That's another thing I think, like, I kind of agree with the replayability thing, because, like, take Assassin's Creed, for example. Like, once you do most of the story and stuff like that and everything, like, you want to do, that's it.
Yep.
You spend $80 on a game and, you do the main story and a little bit of quests or something like that, and maybe you go above and beyond and complete everything. At the end of the day, that's it. That's all you got. There's
Yep.
no replayability after that. There's no new stuff to do unless DLC comes out. But even when you do that DLC, you buy it, you do it, that's it.
Mhm. And then
Most games struggle with that too.
then you might as well just uninstall it after that point.
Yeah, and then replay it like maybe 2 or 3 years later. I've been
Exactly.
victim to that before.
I also like those games where, like the choices that you make affect the outcome of the story. Like, have you guys heard of
yeah.
Not for Broadcast?
I have heard of that. I think I have it, but I've never played it.
I've been wanting to play it. I don't personally have it, but I've seen it played, and every little thing that you do actually changes the story. Like, it looks so good, and I've been waiting for it to go on sale.
Yeah, I wish more games would do that, because it's like, I thought Horizon Zero Dawn would do that, but the choices you make don't do much, really.
Oh, they make no
Well,
difference.
Like usually like
yeah,
different dialogues, but other than that, that's about it.
Yeah.
because most of the games that I play, they don't have that option. I guess I'll go on to that when it's my turn, but it's like, I thought I was gonna actually experience that kind of choice, but then it learned that it didn't really do much. It's kind of disappointing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Speaking of, Jay.
For me, I'm simple. I need good monster design, and I love just collecting. I love seeing like different kinds of monsters. I'm into Pokemon Monster Hunter, like
Yeah,
Slime
Monster Hunter.
Rancher, and I don't know, I just really need to be able to be creative too. Like I like my simulation games like The Sims, Frontier made Planet Zoo and Jurassic World.
Oh yeah.
I want to get into Jurassic World, but my computer sucks and doesn't run it very well. But yeah, I just love collecting, and even with The Sims, like right now The Sims is a bit meh for me, but I like playing with genetics too. I think that's really fun. In The Sims 2 for pets, it was really cool because it was just fun for me to like see what the dogs made, what their puppies would look like. It's like, oh, cool, that it turns into like something totally different, and it's just interesting for me. Even for like Planet Zoo, all your animals have different types of genetics, and it's fun to just like make the best animal you can. And sometimes you'll get like an albino or like a black version of that, and it's like, oh, cool, I have like the special version, and and I'm really into shiny hunting too. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
I love the collectability of monsters, basically, and being able to be creative because I also like my Animal Crossing.
I got made
And
fun
I
of
don't
for
know.
like Animal Crossing.
What?
I haven't played my Animal Crossing in forever.
Oh, dude. I don't know
Forever.
what it is, but freaking trying to get the right villagers that you actually want in like
Oh
one
yeah,
playthrough, it is such a journey, honestly.
it is a pain in the ass.
I'm just such I want it now gamer. So I'm like, whenever with those games, like I'm like, all right, I've done everything I can do for the day. Now I gotta wait to the next day.
But there's a
I,
workaround. If
I,
you go in the Switch kind of
oh,
settings,
I
you
know.
can change it to a
You
day and then
change the
yeah.
That's what
yeah,
I do.
you can change the time and stuff. But still, I don't know. I'm not I like Animal Crossing. I enjoy it or whatever. It's just I always fall off of it. Like every iteration,
Yeah,
I fall off of it after like a couple of weeks.
definitely the same. That's why whenever I get into the mood, like right now, I'm just getting into the mood to play it again. So I just time travel. I don't care. I just get stuff done because I
Yeah.
want to play it now. I don't want to wait because I know within another 2 weeks I'm gonna be bored of it again. So
For me, another game's gonna come out, and then I'm gonna be hooked on that. And then
Then you're just gonna
for
completely
me,
forget about it.
I'm really good at sticking with a game and putting at least like 500 hours into it. That's the type of gamer I am. I just stick to a game and I play it, and I try to get like I make my own goals. Like for Monster Hunter, I like to get all the G rank armor sets
oh
of
yeah,
every monster just cuz
just
it's fun to collect for me.
Isn't that called like fashion hunting or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus it's just I don't know, randomly I like to just stare at my collection and be like, "Oh yes, I did this. I
I
put
did.
in the work."
It's too bad there wasn't a place to like display them all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, actually in World there was, but there's only one.
You get a mannequin, right?
Yeah, there's a few mannequins you can get, I believe.
World was the first Monster Hunter game I played.
Same for me.
It's very easy to latch onto.
The first one I played, I think, was Generations.
For me was 3U.
Yeah, 3U.
I'll talk about that later.
I had never even heard of Monster Hunter until Jay and I started dating.
Dude, Monster Hunter's so good. I've been playing Rise a lot lately.
How are you enjoying Sunbreak?
Sunbreak, pretty good. I just started the Sunbreak content. Really, I'm on like master level or master rank 3, I think, at this point.
Okay. Encounter
But-
any new monsters yet?
Sorry,
Encounter any new monsters yet?
A couple, yeah, a couple. I'm still kind of like I'm at that point too where as I'm progressing in that, it also progresses my other rank, my H rank,
Mm-hmm.
and
HR,
so
yeah.
and so you get to like every 10 levels or whatever, you fight a different elder dragon right now, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I really want to get the DLC, but we're kind of broke right now, so we're waiting a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
And plus, there's going to be updates every few months too, so it's not missing out on too much
for
right
sure,
now.
for sure. I always look
Oh.
forward. That's one great thing about Monster Hunter is that all the monster updates and everything.
Mm-hmm.
They actually
Is it-
just started doing that for World,
Yeah, they
and
did. Yeah.
I love it.
Have they been doing much of the collaboration updates and all that stuff for Rise? I haven't really. I kind of just got back into it again.
I don't think they've done much. I think they tie it in with the wave updates now.
Because I remember in the world or whatever, they had like the Witcher.
Yeah.
That was
I
a
really hope
goofy
they-
update.
Yeah, it was.
I really hope they bring back Animal Crossing
Which like you hope
for
they bring
Monster
it.
Hunter.
Oh, was there an
Yeah,
Animal
in 4U, you were able to get an Isabelle and Rossetti costume for your cats.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my lord.
It was amazing.
Well, I mean, Isabelle is in Smash now, so she's a little badass.
That was right when she was released in Smash, I believe.
That makes sense.
Yeah, now that I remember.
Yeah, I
And
I think
even
she was like a
before,
default character, if I remember right. So she came out like as Smash Ultimate came out too.
yeah.
I hope they come out with a Waluigi a Waluigi skin for your Palamute so you can ride around on your Waluigi.
They had
Use a
Sonic. I
test
don't know if they
racket.
still do. They have a Sonic costume for your cat.
And
And it was so annoying because it'll, you know how it rolls up into a ball and makes that sound? That's what it'll make
Yeah.
every time it runs.
If there is a Sonic version for the cat, there needs to be a Mario one for your character.
There was a Mario and Luigi for you.
Oh my god.
I just want to ride around on my Waluigi, and then whenever you jump, he goes.
Oh my god, that's gonna drive the lobbies crazy.
Constantly jumping. Freaking 4 people with 4 of them. Constant Waluigi. That would be so crazy.
Dude, everybody, you go in with a whole team of Waluigis too, like all 4 players. They're all jumping around, but they have to. It can't be like a dog wearing a Waluigi hat, though. It has to actually be Waluigi.
Yeah.
So he's
Kinda
like he's on all 4s. And he's
Yeah.
Oh no. I'm
Kinda
sure
like
there's
a
mods of
Macho
that.
Man Randy Savage mod for Skyrim.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I don't know. I think there was a Punch Out one too. I think.
Oh
Might
my
be
god.
misremembering that one though. I can't remember. But man, they need to bring back those crossovers.
Oh, definitely. That's one of the most appealing things to the updates in Monster Hunter.
I'm still waiting to be able to fight Behemoth again in World because I haven't actually been able to beat Behemoth.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that was a crossover with Final Fantasy 14.
I'm pretty sure you can now because all the updates that came out throughout the years or whatever, or throughout the years that it was out, they're all like they're available for you to play now.
Okay, I gotta take a look because
Yeah.
I need to kill Behemoth.
You just need to get a little more good.
Yeah. Yeah,
just
definitely.
get good.
Get
It's the
good.
best,
Yeah.
best tip for anything.
I'm pretty sure that behemoth fight though, I'm pretty sure I remember someone saying that the fight was like specifically designed to be like a teamwork oriented fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like you need
because
dedicated roles.
I think it was meant to like imitate a trial, which you can only do with teams in 14, unless you're doing like it's called an unsynced trial where you're just because usually the way that it works is your level will sync to the level of the trial. So if you're like playing a level 90 Reaper and you go into a level 52 trial, your abilities and all that stuff will be rolled back to as if you were level 52,
Mm-hmm.
so that you're on the same level as everybody else that you're with.
Okay.
Honestly, haven't bought Behemoth. I should have, but it's just that weird time where I was just kind of falling out a bit. Just got kind of bored.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'm a lone wolf type of player, and I just want to do it myself. I kind of like
Mhm.
jump in and out of lobbies looking for people.
Oh yeah, I hate playing with randoms.
Oh, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I jump into people's games and like half the time they're like just about to finish the thing off, and I just run in and give it the last slash.
I win.
I steal your kill.
I did
No,
all
I've
the
caught-
work. Fuck you guys. This is mine now.
Or just like I just like throw down a trap and like trap it and throw trank bombs at it.
I win.
Yeah, I win. I caught it. It's mine now.
I helped.
You're like the vulture in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Thank you for our work. I'll take it from here.
I always feel bad if I join somebody's hunt and then automatically it dies. I just slowly run in there and be like, I'm carving anyways, thanks.
Hey, that's you never feel bad for that. Never feel. Oh, the funny thing is even if you do that in Rise, everyone still upvotes you. They're like,
Actually, back in
Leave us all
the
alone.
day when there wasn't any like kicking out of the group, or before you can join other hunts mid hunt, if you did nothing and just went in there to carve, you can kick the player and they won't be able to carve.
Good.
So out of pity,
you can
if
still
you're Sorry?
you can still kind of do that in Rise.
Yeah.
You can if you start swiping around because I've been trying to I try to carve or whatever and somebody will like start swinging their blade around or whatever and if it hits you it'll like stop your carving.
Yeah,
You
so
can-
back in the day, out of pity, everybody would just kick the one person that was camping, and it was amazing. It's like 3 people kicking one person, and it's hilarious.
All right, everyone here's played Monster Hunter, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, what is your weapon of choice?
Dual blades and charge blade and hunting horn.
Insect glaive and switch axe.
I go longsword or dual blades. That's usually
You
what I do.
fucking weeb.
What the fuck? I like the counters and stuff like that. It's like,
Longsword is a weeb weapon.
oh my lord. I just like it because the counters are like super rewarding a lot of the time, and it's super
Oh, yeah.
satisfying. That's the main reason I like longsword.
Sure thing, you fucking weeb.
Plus, in
Nice.
World, the Helmbreaker attack thing, like at full charge or whatever, does so much damage.
I do insect glaive, and I started off doing longsword, but I've just stuck to the insect glaive.
Honestly, the Monster Hunter community hates longsword.
Does it? Yeah.
Yeah, everybody shits on longsword.
I think it's
Well-
just the most generic weapon. I feel like it's like with
And plus
the
it trips lots,
yeah.
so that pisses a lot of people off.
Grayson, what do you have to say about that?
Not a thing. It's all true.
Honestly, I don't care. I just get away from them.
I just love the insect glaive because you can just like float around all over them, like
Mhm.
all over the monster, because you just flying around through the air,
It definitely has
spinning around.
the best mobility.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I like my mobility and then also feeling powerful, because with the charge blade, you're able to like kind of charge up before you attack. And then when you charge an attack, it'll power up these slots. And then
Mhm.
as they power up, you can do just one big power attack with the axe part.
Okay.
I think it's terrifying. Like the axe blade just starts spinning.
In World, that's crazy. Like I used Charge Blade for a while too. Like the whole saw what was it called? Was it called the saw blade if you did that, or what was it called? I think it
I don't
was
know.
it had a special name to it.
I forget. I'm a bad player. Oh no.
But it was like basically you consumed files.
Yeah.
Or no, you wouldn't
Files, that's what
consume
it's
them. You would put them on a timer. You wouldn't consume them. It would be if say you had like max files, you would put them on a timer, and then for the rest of the like as long as you have energy, that like your entire axe attack arsenal or whatever, it would do extra tick damage because
Oh,
the
I'm talking
blade
about
would just
Switch
be
Axe?
spinning. No, I'm talking about Charge Blade.
Okay.
Like you would like attack with the axe mode and it like would do extra tick damage because the blade of the axe is just spinning like a helicopter. It was the best thing ever.
I
For
guess
me,
I
I
should
love
probably.
hunt.
Oh, go
I
ahead.
was going to talk about hunting horn. Why it's so awesome.
No, go
Because
ahead.
it's so much fun. Depending on which ones you get, you can buff yourself and just make yourself so strong. Give yourself free heals. And it's just fun smashing a monster over the head with horn
Didgeridoo.
or a guitar, depending on what weapon you're using.
Just smack the monster and then bust out a few chords.
Yeah, exactly. And then it actually can knock out the monster for a few seconds too, which is amazing.
Yeah, it
And
can.
I don't know.
That's a cool weapon, but whenever I tried to use it, I just couldn't figure it out.
It's easy. Just get good.
Just
Exactly.
get good.
That's the most important thing.
Spoken like a Dark Souls player.
Hammer is also pretty good too by itself.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to
Or-
get the hang of hammer. It was just
Oh.
weird for me.
I need to mess around with more weapon types. I've only like messed around with a couple of them.
Jay, I've got to get you to play Elden Ring.
I know, you say that.
Speaking of difficult games, I've been playing Cuphead a lot too.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. I've never wanted to throw a controller at a window so hard.
I've played a bit of Cuphead.
But yeah, I think I'm on the third aisle now. There's that freaking bee bitch, whatever the frick her name is, dude. I
Little
hate that bee plane. Are you serious?
She's a bitch.
Exactly, dude. It's like every single time when you fail and click retry, she goes, "Whoa!" as if like mocking you, like in your ears. It's so annoying. Every time.
And then it's like based on those old cartoons, so everything has this fucking shit-eating grin on its face, right?
Yeah. It's constantly making fun of me.
Makes you feel bad.
Exactly. I did end up beating her after a while, but holy hell was I freaking out when I did.
Well, you're throwing your head against the wall until it breaks. That's what I would say whenever I'm having trouble with like a Dark Souls boss. I'm like, you know what? I just got to keep banging my head against this wall. Eventually, it's gonna break.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's how that game goes.
And I still have not beaten Elden Ring.
I haven't either. Don't feel bad. Couldn't do the last boss.
Yeah, I've actually been. I've watched a few videos about the different models in Elden Ring. So you know that big fucker in the desert that you fight?
Yeah, Radon.
Yeah, he's riding a tiny horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, when he does that thing where he jumps up into the air and turns into a comet, he pushes the horse underground, and then the horse kind of stays underneath you, and the comet is guided towards the horse. That's how it targets you.
Yeah, you
Oh,
gotta just
really?
run. You gotta just run away from that zone.
Yeah,
Just keep running.
Huh.
yeah, it's actually really cool. Like just all these little tricks that they do for like the game design. It's really neat.
I know they fixed that fight too because it was like apparently at one point it was the hardest fight in the entire game.
Yeah.
And because like you could barely even get like it shoots those lasers or whatever at you, and or beams or whatever, and like at one point like they're almost near impossible to dodge, and so
Fuck.
you just get rocked, and they take away more than half your health. So you get hit with two of them, but just trying to walk to them or run to them.
That's rough.
Yeah, but they fixed that so that they're a little easier to dodge.
Yeah. I guess I should probably answer my question, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh. What's up?
All right, so what makes a good game for me is definitely the story. I mean, huge fan of Final Fantasy. You guys all know that. Those games have amazing stories. But also I find that like the music in a game is really important too.
Yep.
Because like if a boss fight just has fucking boring music, you're not going to be nearly as invested. Like I want to feel like a badass when I'm playing a game. That's why I also like well, okay, this game didn't have very good music, but Prototype, like you feel like just an absolute that game is a power trip.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for me, like the most important things are story, music, and then I don't really like overly janky games. Like I want it to be smooth, but as long
What do you mean
as
by
the
smooth? Like just general performance or like mechanic wise?
like performance, I would say
Okay.
those are pretty much as long as it has those three things, I'm happy. Like I don't really give a shit about graphics as long as again good story,
Yeah, I
good
fucking
music.
hate that
Yeah,
complaint about graphics. It pisses me off every time. It's like, fuck's sakes.
Yeah, I don't care about them either.
ooh, it's not running. It's 60 frames per second.
See,
This game is trash.
I play a lot
Like
of
it,
I play a lot of indie games, so majority of the games I play are like 8-bit or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those
yeah,
are
and
like
Even
I'm in
hidden
the
gems.
Pokemon fan base, and they're just awful. Like, I get the game should look a little better, but if you look more into like Game Freak and stuff, there's lots to do with it of why the games don't look as good as they do, but also it's Pokemon, so it shouldn't really matter.
yeah, and sorry, I forgot. There's one more thing I want to add. An element of strategy.
Mhm.
I
Oh yeah,
want
yeah.
to be thinking about how to approach a problem in the game, like an
Mhm.
enemy or something. I want to be thinking about like what I can do differently and how it might affect things. That's why I've been really liking these South Park games because you do some strategizing in those games. You have to think, all right, this ability is going to do this much damage. It's going to inflict this kind of status effect on it. I love those. I love games that make you think about what you're doing.
Plus, like different, like a lot of action games, like Devil May Cry, like I've been talking about,
Yeah.
different like enemy types and stuff like that that just won't let you do certain things that other ones will let you do.
Yeah.
That way, you
Um.
actually instead of just sitting there pressing the same button over and over and over, it actually makes you think like how to get around like every enemy's like particular strength. Just to,
Shadow of War was also really good for that too.
yeah, exactly.
I never
Yeah.
finished Shadow of War. I got to get back
Oh,
into it.
Shadow of War is one of the only games that I've platinumed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, No Man's Sky.
I'm so bad for that. New games come out and I'm like, oh, I want to try that right now. And then I get into that game and then I get like halfway through it and then I'm like, oh, I want to try that game now.
Yeah,
Yeah. When I
I've
was
done that a few
younger,
times.
Such a
when I was
junkie.
younger, that's what I would do. I would, well, not what I would do. Literally, when I was younger and my parents are still buying my games, I would stick to the most recent game I bought until I milked every single bit of content out of it. And then when I got the next one, I played the hell out of that one. And now I have that problem where I just
Yeah.
play one game and just jump back and forth, back and forth, back and forth because I'm buying my own stuff now.
Yeah,
Guess,
Yeah.
guess
Eh,
how many games I have for my Switch.
30.
Oh, you're close. You're close.
Really?
Actually.
Oh,
You're
huh.
very close.
I was just pulling a number out of my ass.
All right, you want to know the real
Ew.
number?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Over 800.
Are you
Whoa.
serious?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh,
He got you, Josh.
Yeah, you got me.
15 almost full. 15 micro SD cards filled with games.
Holy
Holy
shit.
crap.
Holy cow.
There are a lot of them are indie games though, right? I put a lot of stuff on my wish list and
Oh
I get
yeah.
stuff when they go super cheap.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
By the way, speaking of micro SD cards, Nick, have you ever had a problem where you stick a micro SD card in your Switch and it torches you?
where it what?
Like, there was a thing that happened with Jay's Switch once where we put a micro SD in there and
Mm-hmm.
we had to immediately pull it out because the second that I ran my finger over it, it burnt me.
It was the
What?
GameStop brand.
Yeah.
That's
No,
why.
I've never had that.
It was
Never.
immediately like shut it off right now
No.
because it actually burned my thumb.
Yeah, it was GameStop's branded SD card.
Yeah, it must have something to do with the brand because no, I haven't had any issues like that.
Yeah, it was.
So now I just keep with SanDisk.
That's what I
Because
use.
if I kept that in just a little longer, it would have killed my Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just get the what is it? How many gigs were they? I think 128 gig ones.
Damn.
Yeah, that's the one I have right now, I believe.
Is it?
Imagine 15,
Oh yeah, no, that makes sense.
15 of those full. With
Holy
a
crap.
lot of with games that are like 300 or 300, 200 megabytes or some shit, just like that many games. Like,
Damn.
Right now, mine is barely half full.
How do you keep track of like what games you have on what? Do you just plug them in until you find the game you want to play?
I actually have a what's it called? I made a Word document where I have them all listed out and everything. So if I'm looking for a specific game, I can just look through there.
Oh
Damn, that's
yeah.
smart.
Yeah,
Mhm.
all in alphabetical order too.
I
Damn,
guess you kind of
organized.
have to do that.
Although my last like 4 cards I don't have in that Word document yet, so I got to do that. But yeah, no, I thought about that. I was like, am I ever gonna find out what? Yeah, you just keep popping in cards till you find the right one.
Hey, you know, at least if you ever choose to do like a subathon or something, you're set.
No, I was doing a thing for a little bit, a stream. I almost want to bring it back where it's like Nintendo Review Weekly or whatever, where I
Okay.
do four games, one every hour.
Oh,
And
that'd
then
be cool.
I play a game for an hour and like kind of give it a review at the end and then just pop in another one and then play that one for an hour and then review that one. And then it would be like 4 games over a period of time. Because
Damn.
I have so many games. I've probably got 300 of those I've never even played before that are all like I usually go to the very bottom of my list. Like and usually the bottom of my list is the furthest back game that I've bought and that I haven't played. So then I just keep going up the list or whatever so that I make sure that I play everything that I bought and I'm not like just buying things and not playing them. I
Makes
mean,
sense.
I don't beat them all. But they're there.
Oh, I don't have nearly that many, but I've got quite a few games that I've just kind of stopped playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I know that there's one that I've been meaning to go back to. Oh, Dishonored. The first Dishonored. I beat the second one, but I haven't beaten the first one yet. And I keep on thinking like, man, I got to go back and finish Dishonored, but I think I'm going to have to make that like a stream game where I'm kind of forced to finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I only get games that I know that I can spend at least 100 hours on. If I don't spend at least 50 hours on a game, I feel bad. And I feel like I wasted my money.
It depends
'Cause
on
I'm-
how depends on how much the game is too. If it's a full price AAA
Yeah.
game, then yeah, you definitely want that.
Yeah, I've never bought like a full price game and not played it. Like if I buy a full price game, I'm playing it immediately.
Mhm.
hmm
But if it's like an indie game or something like that, I can wait on it.
That's why honestly the best bang for your buck is roguelikes for sure. Because like if it's a good roguelike, you can get it for cheap
That
and
makes sense.
they give you friggin' hundreds of hours sometimes.
Actually, there was one indie game that I will never fucking beat, and that is I Am on Observation Duty 5. Fuck you, Grayson.
Come on.
Fuck you, Grayson. I just
What
saw
is
that on
it?
my Steam list. That's the game that fucking drove my anxiety through the roof. Because you're on cameras and you have to flip between the cameras, and occasionally there will be like some motherfucker just standing in front of the camera on your next flip, and God, it drove my anxiety fucking through the
So
roof, and
kinda
I
like
played
Five
it on
Nights at
stream.
Freddy's?
Kind of. It
It's a
was
similar style, yeah.
yeah, and it was
Okay.
Grayson that was like, you know what game you should play? I'm on Observation Duty 5, and I was like, oh yeah, that doesn't seem too bad. I was wrong.
Little did
I
you
was so
know.
wrong.
I'm
Yeah.
so happy you decided to go with Baldi's Basics.
Oh, that was fun.
No,
Baldi's Basics was fun.
I got a game for you guys that you should try.
What is it?
Death Road to Canada.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
It's only $15 now too. I just looked it up. But that game I've played that for hours for sure. But basically what it is you go on like a little journey or whatever, like so you start off in the car and you're driving and all that. And then like random things pop up, scenarios and all that stuff that happen to you on your journey. And like you have to like you're it's like you have 30 days to get to Canada or something like that. And because Canada apparently it's a zombie apocalypse and Canada is apparently the safe zone.
I'm interested.
And
This is too
so
cold up here.
like you're not driving. It's just basically like text comes up or whatever, and like you have to choose different options or whatever and all that. And like you'll pick up hitchhikers on the road and all that stuff that join your party and all that stuff.
It's
But
kind of
then
like what's that game? Is it 60 Seconds or
uh
the one where you're in a
not
bomb shelter?
not kind of, I guess, a little bit. I don't know if you ever remember the games like those old games or school games or whatever, like Cross Country Canada or Oregon Trail and all that stuff.
No.
Oh, it's kind of like that or whatever, but a zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
But then you get to certain points where you have to pick up supplies and all that. So you'll click on like, or you choose which location out of like 4 or something like that of where you're going to stop. Then you actually go in and actually control your character at that point, and you have to go in and like grab supplies from different like houses or like Y'all Mart.
Oh, that
Or
actually
like all
sounds kind
kinds.
of cool.
And so then you get back on the road, like you have to find gas in there and all that stuff, so your car doesn't break down. Because if it breaks down, then you have to like you end up on on foot, and then it sets you up for more scenarios that could get you hurt. But yeah, but all I know is at the end, you meet Justin Trudeau at the border or whatever, and a bunch of giant mech mounties come out and shoot down all the
Oh boy.
I love it.
shoot down all the zombies or whatever, and then it's like, welcome to Canada, and Canada's the safe zone.
I need to play that game now.
It's only $15, but it's a freaking riot. That game's so much fun. I showed Acid Splashies that game, and she got hooked on it for a while.
Once that I can afford it, I'm picking that up. I'm putting it on my wish list.
Yo, look it up. Look it up, right? It's freaking awesome.
Anyways, I guess I should I
Yeah,
should probably yield my time because we've been at this for 43 minutes now.
Jeez, you're like, I got 3 questions. We only got through one of them.
Yeah, that's fine. We spent 43 questions. I feel like my other two questions were just going to be movies and music, but I feel like video games covers all of that. All right, Jay, what have you got for us?
Actually, this correlates nicely. These are the list of monsters that I want back from Monster Hunter.
Here we go.
All right.
You guys know the Jaggies?
Oh, you know Jaggies.
You know those little pink raptors?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It fucking pisses me off that the Great Jaggy isn't in there too.
Isn't
Like
it?
No, the Great Jaggy. It's like just like the little male ones with the frills. It's like that, but like chunkier and bigger. And I feel like if you're gonna have those little raptors in there, they should have the Great Jaggy in there too. I get it. It's like one of the most pathetic, weaker raptors in the game, but I don't care.
Yeah,
The
you're
alpha
right.
needs to be there.
You're right. He's in the last game it was in Ultimate.
Yeah,
Sent a
for
picture
you.
in the group chat or the voice chat thing
Are
on
you
the you know what I mean.
are you posting pictures of the?
Of the monsters, yes.
Oh yeah, that
Okay,
thing is
okay.
in stories as well.
Yeah,
Stories
but
too.
that
I've
doesn't
played
count for
those.
me.
No. Yeah, that's
Where are you
fine.
posting this stuff?
Yeah,
Oh,
where's
it's
Which
in
channel?
the voice chat the voice chat text chat.
Oh, I don't think I can access that because it's locked for me.
Oh, that's weird. Okay. Here, give me a second.
Was I
Nick,
right?
you officially get the role of podcast crew.
Hell yeah.
You should have access to all the channels now. I'll post it in podcast general.
There we go. Now it says open chat. Okay.
There we are. Good
There
shit.
it is.
I don't know if I can see it either.
It's in podcast general.
Okay, there it is. There it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, that guy. I don't know, it's just one of those monsters that I always like going back to whenever I got a upgraded weapon. And there's been so many times where I just one shot it and it's like, yeah, it's so
So
powerful.
it's a punching bag.
Exactly.
You
But
gotta
I
have
don't
the
know.
punching bags. You gotta.
You gotta have the testing dummy. You have to.
And then the next monster for me is Giganox. You guys know Kazoo, right?
Kazoo?
Kazoo.
Yeah, it's that.
the penis leech.
Yeah. Penis dragon. Yeah.
This-
What do you
Kazoo.
call it? Pale hide or no, but no, not pale hide.
Yeah.
Pale extract. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Giganox
no.
is like Kazoo, but it's like looks more leech-like, and it just looks cooler. It's more poison based, and it has little babies too. They're so cute. Just the way they move, it's just that sounds cute. Yeah, that's Giganox right there. It's
I like it.
He doesn't
Yeah,
look.
it looks kind of
he-
slimy.
He doesn't look phallic enough.
but he actually has a theme song. Well, not a personal theme song, but it has music.
Yo,
And it's Sorry?
No, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying, and it does have a subspecies that is paralysis too. So it's like, I don't know.
Fuck
Kazoo's
that.
subspecies is just it's just the same thing, but red. And it pisses me off. And no music.
Because music starts when the monster sees you, and Kazoo doesn't have eyes.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, Kazoo can't see, so he doesn't have music, which is a good touch. I like that touch.
Nick, did I ever show
But
you
I ain't
the
touching it. I ain't touching your Kazoo. So
Did I ever show you the unofficial Kazoo theme?
no.
I have to show it to you after this.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that.
Jay knows what I'm talking about.
And also, when the Giganox gets mad, it just changes color. When Kazoo gets mad, it just gets veiny. It's
It gets
disgusting.
wrecked.
I guess we have something in common. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Oh, that's gross.
no. That's cursed.
I had to.
It's like,
Okay, then.
you know what?
Oh.
I'm sorry. This is gonna be a little more cursed. It's like that thing that I read where it's like, can you imagine if every time you pop a boner, it's just like
Made a pop noise.
I don't want to imagine that. That's like the whole thing, like Rooster Teeth did. Was it Rooster Teeth, where it's like if you would like, if you could take $1 million, but like your
penis glows.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what that reminds me of.
Or what if it screamed?
I could just
Every time, bro.
imagine in high school, like you're writing your test, and then all of a sudden you hear.
Either that or the guy next to you, you just hear the sound of a Kazoo roaring.
What the fuck? That'd be terrifying.
Or your teacher brings in a Victoria's Secret catalog, and
Oh,
all of a sudden you hear everybody.
It's like bubble wrap.
Think of assembly. Assembly.
Sex ed class got really fucking awkward.
Oh my god. I remember health class in school. It was like the one class that you could not take seriously at all. I will never forget. I think it was like grade 6. The gym teacher in the school there, he was teaching health class, and he had like the whole gym teacher like set up, like dress code and everything. He had like those polyester shorts and Under Armour shirt and stuff like that, eh? I'll never forget this. This dude literally popped a fucking boner right in the middle of a bunch of grade 7ers, man.
Oh no!
Oh my god! Everybody was laughing at him. He walked out. It was great.
Oh no!
Yeah, he faced the I guess as soon as it happened, he spun and like faced like the whiteboard for like pretty much the rest of the class, and he turned around by accident somehow. And oh my god, it was like a freaking comedy show laugh track. Everybody's laughing so hard.
Oh, I feel bad for that guy now. Oh no.
Rick, I don't. It was so funny.
Actually, there's this one time when we're actually getting our first real sex ed class. Everyone was so awkward and getting anxious before it started, and my one teacher, he just chants down the hallway, bananas, bananas, and everyone's just staring at him like, what the fuck? It was hilarious, though.
That was like, I think it was grade 8 sex ed class. The teacher walks in and he's singing, "Let's talk about sex." And I was just like, oh, fuck no.
Oh shit.
God damn.
Those are different times back then, man, I swear.
Yep.
This is what happens when you start talking about Kazoo.
They just start talking about
This is why
fucking-
Kazoo needs to die.
Or
Okay.
thrive.
Next monster. Kuropeko. Do you guys
How
know
do you spell that?
Kuropeko? Kuropeko.
Okay, I spelled it with a K. Oh, I recognize that one.
The main reason I want it back is because when it gets
It's a chicken with the
ramped up?
mumps. It's a chicken with the mumps.
He does kind of look that way.
It calls in Devil Joe.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
You'll start
Yo, Pickle Boy.
fighting it, and then it'll just do this call, and then usually it's Devil Joe. Sometimes it's another monster like Rathian or Rathlos. It'll come in and just wreck your day. It's an easy monster without all those guys, but when it calls them in, it's like, oh shit, no. And plus, it's so colorful.
He likes pickles. What can I say?
Why does he like
He likes-
pickles? Like, what's the story?
Because Devil Joe looks like a giant walking pickle.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's the meme.
He's the pickle. He's the pick. He looks like a pickle T-Rex.
It's Pickle Joe.
Yeah, he's a pickle with legs.
Actually, Japan's Monster Hunter store, they're selling Devil Joe pickles.
Oh
What?
my god.
Yeah.
Amazing. You know what?
Does that look like? I wonder.
It's just pickles with Devil Joe on the jar.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that's boring. I thought they would actually like do that thing where they mold the cucumber to grow in the shape of a Devil Joe.
That would be amazing.
That would take like DNA molding. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's like that thing where they make like square watermelons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that is Japan too.
of course.
How the hell did they want them square?
So they don't roll around, I guess.
So there's no like real reason. It's just because they don't like the shape. Well, that's just
No, they were inspired by Minecraft.
okay. No, I can take that answer. I can take that.
Okay, next monster. The next two are gonna be Elder Dragons
Cool.
Uh-oh.
that I need back. They're from For You. First one is Dalamadur. It's one of the
Oh.
biggest monsters in the game. So big
It's-
it has two icons.
It's
One
the
for its
Rotten
head.
Veil.
Yeah, it's the one with the skeleton in the rotten veil. And
Okay.
I don't know, it's just so much fun. But the thing is, I'm scared to get it back if I do, because you need a good team. Because if the team doesn't know what they're doing, then you're screwed.
Unfortunately for me, it's a big fuck off snake.
But it looks so cool.
Yeah, it's kind of big and like it's designed in a way that it's not snaky enough to really be.
And it has
like,
arms.
its arms are tiny though,
Its arms are not tiny.
compared to the rest of its body.
Well, yeah, same with your arms.
If you need something snaky, we could bring back Kezu.
A little bit of snake rush. Especially Kezu.
But one of the most amazing things about Dalamadur has this one fuck off laser that randomly does. It will one shot you if you don't have good fire resistance. You can either Superman dive or just randomly run to this one corner of the arena and hope that you made it.
Yikes!
So that's like Fatalis' thing or whatever in World, where he just kind of cooks everything, and you have like certain spots to run to. But those are
Yeah,
like
pretty much.
those are intended spots though, like they melt away.
Yeah. No,
But
for this
same
one,
kind
it's
of thing.
just one spot where you can be safe, or you can hope that your Superman diving is on par.
Mhm.
But for me, I just decided to bulk up my fire resistance because I usually messed up. And that always left me with like a sliver of health while on fire. And you're also recommended to like hit the chest of it, but as it gets more and more enraged, the chest heats up.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so you'll be on fire while attacking the chest, but it's the most weakest spot.
Just makes me think of that comic with the dog in the burning house. This is fine.
Pretty much, that's what you're doing.
You are that dog. Dalamater is the house.
The chest is the house. And plus, its weapons are just cool looking.
Yeah, that's like most Elder Dragon weapons and stuff. It's like the most sought after stuff because it's like usually the best looking stuff.
I'm looking at the
And
scales, and I'm assuming that it would have like a kind of like a chainsaw kind of vibe for the weapons, because that's what I'm getting from it. The scales on it look like chainsaw teeth.
Oh, actually, that's Shaw Downlander. That's its subspecies. It's more terrifying. I've only killed that thing maybe twice, and I put a lot of hours into 4U. But yeah, that guy's awful. You need a really good team. And then the last one I have is Gogmazios, or Gog.
Oh, I
It's
didn't even
this-
have to.
You found it?
Yeah, I found it.
It's this giant 6-limb dragon covered in tar, and on its
Tar?
back, on its back, there's a Dragonator.
Oh my god.
No.
That's
Yeah.
pretty badass. Yeah.
It doesn't actually use the Dragonator. It just got stuck in the tar. So what is recommended is, well, back in the day, mounting was very OP. So you'd have like so many insect glaives trying to take it down, mount it, and bring it down so you can attack the Dragonator so you can take it off. And then hopefully you don't have an idiot teammate that just presses the button and misses.
That would be
Because
me.
That's an interesting mechanic, though. If you can like
it is
take,
so much fun.
yeah, that's really interesting that you can take down like pretty much like a pivotal piece of equipment.
Watch
And
it
actually-
appear in the next Monster Hunter movie, but it'll be the sequel bait.
Oh, Jesus.
But
Not
sorry.
until they bring Kezu into the
Uh,
Oh,
Monster
no.
Hunter movie.
I would cry.
We need Kezu in live
And
action
then-
CGI.
And then what's her name again? What's the female lead's name again? She ends up having an
Artemis?
affair. She ends up having an affair with it.
Oh no. It's Monster Hunter, it's not hentai.
Well, have you seen the community?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Almost all the monsters are drawn in girl form.
Oh no.
God.
Yeah,
Rule 34 is a curse.
but with Gogmazios, tar is always dripping off of it, and of course it explodes. And
I
as
regret.
as the fight goes on, it blows up faster and faster. And when you get to like the final stage, it'll start flying, shooting tar lasers everywhere in the arena, flinging tar everywhere. You basically have to keep running or else you're dead because the tar will one-shot you if it blows up on you. Most of the time, people just run back to base camp because it's just.
I don't
they
know what I
can't risk the
expected.
death.
This person just strapped a pair of glowing red tits onto it. I added R34 into the Google search. I don't know what I expected.
Oh no! Why did you do
Post
that?
it. Post it. Post it. Post
Ugh,
it. Post it.
Fine, give me a minute.
What are you doing? Don't do it.
Angel and devil here.
Uh,
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Do it.
Don't do it. You sound so unsure. Don't do it. Oh my.
Oh no.
No. Oh no.
No.
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
You sinned.
I'm not. No, you're right. I'm not.
What the fuck am I looking at, man?
Okay, I
Oh
have
my
one
God.
more monster that I really want to see.
Oh my god.
Wait,
You guys. Oh,
do you
you're still
really?
going?
What kind of thing do you want to see from it?
What?
Like you really? Oh, you really want to see it? Okay, never mind. Continue. I thought we were still talking about Rule 34.
No.
Okay, what is it?
The one,
I didn't want
the last monster I really want to see. You guys know Chris, right?
Yes.
The guy, Chris.
Yeah.
No, Grayson, why?
What?
Oh no.
Oh, sorry, that was Nick. My bad. Sorry. Oh my god.
You.
You said "oh" right as it posted, so I thought Grayson. Okay. All right.
I love how much faith you have in me, man. I love it.
You should have known. You should have known. Grudge.
Oh no. You know what?
You know what you need to do? You need to click off for right now. You need to stop. You need
Billy
to
and
stop.
Alpha are going to look at this and be like, "What the fuck are they talking about?"
Anyway, back to Chris. Yeah, everybody's wants normal Chris back, but honestly, I just really want Ivory and Abyssal Chris. Ivory Chris is just white and blue, and it looks so badass. And its thunder attacks are just powerful. But what I want more is a. What are you guys doing?
What are you doing?
What are you laughing at now? Close Rule 34. We've been over this. Josh! What are you doing?
Josh, what
You
the
cannot.
fuck?
Okay, no. You cannot be looking at Rule 34 this much. Close it down.
Oh no.
Leave it to us to turn this into something cursed.
It's a dragon with tits. Of course it's cursed.
This is all Josh's fault.
Definitely.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Hey Josh, I want you to find one picture of a monster that doesn't have tits, please.
Is ass okay?
No!
What the fuck? No!
My God.
Okay. Here. Okay.
I want Abyssal Chris.
Okay.
Yeah, Abyssal.
I don't
I'm
know.
on
Those tits are pretty abyssal. Look at them, man. Josh is crying now.
Oh no.
I should have expected this, honestly. What the fuck?
Of course.
Somebody put effort into that. Look at his face.
Jesus Christ. Okay, that's enough. Oh my god.
God. Okay, well, we get the general picture. There we go.
That's exactly how I feel.
It's Nick Cage. It's Nick Cage as Blastoise.
I love it.
I could have said this in different fucking servers. I'm feeling bad.
Oh, what the fuck?
I said the pop up. I didn't know what to
It's Josh.
Okay, I have
He's gonna have to cut all of this out.
No, I'm not cutting any of this out. But
Nobody knows what you're laughing at.
I'm gonna put whatever is not porn into the video version.
Please do.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So we have the Rock Charizard or Charmander. Sorry. We have Nicolas Cage. I'm guessing Clefairy.
No. That's not the Clefairy. This is Clefairy, bro.
Is there just a page devoted to drawing Nick Cage as Pokemon?
Every single Pokemon.
These are the same artist.
I know.
Amazing, isn't it?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You know what, Josh?
Yes.
Oh my god.
You're welcome.
No. No, yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Oh no.
Fuck you.
Why did somebody have to rule 34 a Tonberry?
Oh, your character's off limits, hey?
Oh my god.
Oh, that was a good giggle. Oh my god. I look
Oh
up.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, someone needs to mod Pokemon and have every Pokemon have these.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
I would pay
Not
for that.
even all the
Many
Pokemon,
modders.
just every single fucking character. in the
Oh my god. We've
can
spent
call it-
so much time fucking laughing at this. I am lightheaded. Holy shit.
Just call it Poke Cage.
Pokecage.
The Poke Cage match.
Nicholas Mon.
Nickamon.
Oh shit, man.
No, what they
Oh,
need to do
Jesus
is
Christ.
Nick Cage versus The Rock Pokemon Edition.
Perfect.
Like it's
Have-
only Nick type or a Rock type.
And then have the shinies are the opposite variation.
Oh, here's a good one for you.
Oh no. Alright, now we're looking at Nick Cage Charizard. Oh god damn it. Alright, holy shit. Jay, is that Lopunny?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I think Jay has lost all faith in us.
No, I expected this much. Oh no.
Alpha has seen it. Okay, we are getting so fucking far off the rails.
Doesn't matter.
Oh my god. Oh jeez.
He's done so many of these.
God damn it. That's enough.
Oh,
All right.
Oh my god.
Jay, is there anything that you want to add?
Oh.
I don't know. Abyssal guy Chris is awesome. I want it back.
We need more Abyssal Chris.
We need more Abyssal guy, Chris. That's all I got.
Without the tits, though.
Yes,
It
without
does
the
not need
tits.
tits.
That does.
All right. Oh my god. Oh, this has been episode 4 of the Around the Lantern podcast. Thank you so much for joining us.
Around the
We're
cage.
sorry. I'm sorry for what this has become.
It's Josh's fault.
You can find our guest, Nick Glover, at Nick Glover Music, or twitch.tv/Nick Glover Music.
Oh, also, speaking of music, yo, check me out on Spotify too, Mystic in the Light.
Yes, amazing music. I sing along to those songs in the car every time they come on.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god. Stooges React also, you can check out the Stooges React YouTube channel. All of this will be linked in the YouTube description if you're watching on YouTube. Otherwise, you can find it all on the YouTube description if you're not on YouTube. I am Everyone's Grudge. You can find me at twitch.tv/Everyone's Grudge. Dear man, take us away.
I'm dying. I currently don't have any socials at the moment. I can't think anymore.
You can find Jay at Zebrawyvern Art on Instagram.
I haven't been very active lately, so I'm working on it. I'm just taking kind of a social media break, but I plan on being active sometime in 5 years.
Porygon, no. All right, thank you everyone for being a part of this fun fucking
Fun
have
fucking.
a wonderful night. You can find us on Twitter at Around Lantern.
Yeah,
Have a good one, everybody.